Welcome to a lesson on multiplying and dividing mixed numbers. Let's first talk about multiplying mixed numbers. Step 1, we're going to convert the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Step 2, we'll simplify if possible. Step 3, we'll multiply. And then the last step, step 4, we'll convert our answers back to a mixed number. Let's go and look at some examples. So the most important thing about multiplying mixed numbers is we have to convert these to improper fractions. Remember, to do that we multiply the denominator times the whole number and then add the numerator. So 3 times 2 would be 6 plus 1, that would be 7, so we have 7/3 times, here we have 4 times 1, that would be 4, plus 3, and that would be 7/4 or 7/4. Now we go and treat this like a normal multiplication problem involving fractions. We try to simplify first. Nothing simplifies here, so we multiply across the top, that would be 49. Multiply across the bottom, that would be 12. This is our product, but typically we're asked to convert this back to a mixed number. So now we have to take 49 and divide by 12. So let's go ahead and do that. 49 divided by 12. There's 4 12s in 49. 4 times 12 is 48, with a remainder of 1. So remember, what that tells us is that 49/12 is the same as 4 and 1/12, or 1/12. Remember, we put the remainder over the divisor, and that gives us our fraction. Okay, let's go ahead and try another one. Again, the first step is to convert 6 2/3 to an improper fraction. So 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2, that'd be 20. So we have 20/3 times 1/4. Now again, before we multiply across the top and bottom, we should try to simplify. Notice the 4 and the 20 would simplify. We can rewrite 20 as 4 times 5. And now we can see that they have a common factor of 4. So now we can go ahead and multiply across the top and bottom. We have 5 times 1, that's 5. 3 times 1, that would be 3. So our product is 5/3. Converting this to a mixed number, 5 divided by 3, there's 1 3 and 5, with the remainder of 2. So 5/3 the same as 1 whole and 2/3. Let's go ahead and try one more, and then we'll talk about division. Here we have 8 times 2 and 5, 6. We need to write 8 in fraction form. So write this as 8/1 times, converting this to an improper fraction, we'd have 6 times 2, that's 12, plus 5, 17/6. Now 6 and 8 do simplify. They have a common factor of 2. So there's 3 2's in 6 and 4 2's in 8. Now we can go ahead and multiply across the top and bottom. 4 times 17, that'd be 68. 1 times 3 is 3. This is our product, but let's go ahead and convert it to a mixed number. 68 divided by 3. There are 2 3's in 6. Subtract, bring down the 8. And there are 2 3's in 8. 2 times 3 is 6. We have a remainder of 2. So this tells us that 68/3 is the same as 22 and 2/3. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about division now. The process will be pretty much the same. We're going to convert our mixed numbers to improper fractions. Then we're going to rewrite the division problem as a multiplication problem, simplify, multiply, and then convert back to a mixed number. So it's pretty much the same, except we have to rewrite the division problem as a multiplication problem. Let's try a couple. Again, the first step is to write these as improper fractions. So we'll have 10/1 divided by, this would be 5 times 3 plus 1, that's 16/5. Now the only difference here is now we have to convert this division problem to a multiplication problem. So remember, dividing by 16/5 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So this will be 10 over 1 times 5/16. Notice how we did not take the reciprocal of the first fraction, only the second fraction. Dividing by 16/5 is the same as multiplying by 5/16. And now it's just like the previous problems. We need to simplify this. Again, 10 and 16 have a common factor of 2. There are 5 2's in 10 and 8 2's in 16. Multiply across the top, we have 25. Multiply across the bottom, we have 8. 25 divided by 8. There are 3 8's in 25 with a remainder of 1, so this is equal to 3 and 1/8. And I think we have time for one more. Here we have 1 and 7/8 divided by 1 and 2/3. Converting these to improper fractions, we'd have 8 times 1 plus 7, that's 15/8, divided by 3 times 1 plus 2, that'd be 5/3. Now we need to rewrite this as a multiplication problem. So it'll be 15/8 times the reciprocal, or times 3/5. And again, let's go ahead and simplify first. Notice we have a common factor of 5 here. There's 1 5 in 5 and 3 5's in 15. Multiply across the top, we have 9. Across the bottom, we have 8. And 9/8 would be the same as 1 and 1/8. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.